Hey guys, Mark McMahon Real Estate. Today I want to talk about diversity in your portfolio. We're going to see what I invest in. We're going to see how I feel about what you should invest in. And in the end, I'm going to tell you about what I think I'm going to be investing in the future. So put your seatbelt on and let's go. All right, so the first thing is, should I diversify? Meaning you, not me, I am. Yes, you should. Why is that? Because I think diversity is a really important aspect to your investing. If you have one asset class, let's say single family homes, let's take that one, and for some reason, single family homes become the non-in thing for a while. Wouldn't you be happy if you actually owned apartments and condos? Yeah, you actually would. So do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. But I do like to see different asset classes because some go up, some go down. Real estate rarely goes down, but it does take a dip every once in a while. So diversity is really, really important in your portfolio. What exactly am I investing in right now? All right, so we have single family residences. Yes, I do have those. And I've been investing in those for a long time. Most of my single families I've actually 1031 exchanged into multifamily, which I own a few of those too. And I even drew a cool little picture here. That's a single family resident, and that is multifamily right there. I invest in all of these asset classes. Why? Because I want to have more units. I want to have more cash flowing doors. Now, caveat is they have to cash flow. I always say that, guys. I don't buy doors just for the sake of buying doors, and you shouldn't either. I buy doors because they cash flow. If I'm making $100 a door, I don't like that. That doesn't excite me very much. I want to make $300 to $500 a door, okay? So when I say I buy more doors, I buy more cash flowing doors. Not marginally cash flowing doors. I make good trades. My 1031 exchanges go from single family homes generally and duplexes into multifamily because it gets more cash flow per door. All right. I also invest in short-term rentals. Why do I do that? Because I think it's important to take advantage of that right now. How long are they going to be around? I don't know. Maybe forever, maybe not forever. But I do know that I've done very well with them over the last 8 years or so. I have 3 left in Hawaii. I did sell 2. Because the market was great, and I kept 3, and I've got 1 out in Joshua Tree, California that I'm building right now that will be online in the next probably 45 days. Storage. So yes, this is another one that I own. Storage is another asset class that I'm looking at actively as we speak. I have some dry powder, i.e. cash, and I have quite a bit of money in the wings waiting to be invested. So I am looking at storage units right now. I did have a phenomenal deal that actually fell apart this month, but that's just part of the game. So we're still actively looking for that. We will find it. Yes, I know it's a very difficult thing to find. This is last quarter, actually, the end of December 2021. So that asset class is being worked over really, really hard right now. But I will still find one. And mobile home parks, I feel the same way about. I think that they're a great asset class if they're in the right location and the amenities at the park are correct, or they can be correct. Small development is one thing that I and Sauce the Boss, if you watch me, you know who he is. One of the things that we are working on here locally, which could be small pieces of property subdivided and have mobile homes put on them in like half-acre parcels, or it could be taking a small lot, like a small lot subdivision in the city of Los Angeles, and turning that small lot into 2 units. Could be ADUs, could be all kinds of things like that. But right now we're working on a couple of projects. We're still in the planning stages. We still haven't got anything going yet, but we are working on that. So, and as always, as things evolve in my company, I will always share it with you so that you'll know what I'm doing. All right, on the other side of the board, stocks, index funds, crypto, NFTs. Where am I at on all this? I'll tell you. Stocks, individual stocks, I do not do. So, might I someday? Yes. But I don't do it right now. Index funds, I absolutely do. I'm a strong believer in index funds. They take all of the guesswork up here and they do it for you. And the monthly fees, yearly fees are extremely low. So you end up making way more money on this than you do in mutual funds. Crypto, we will get into that this year. I've never been into crypto. So those of you out there that have been talking to me about crypto, yes, Mark is going to actually get into crypto this year, but I'm going to do it with a very small percentage of my cash because I don't want to be overly invested in one thing. Real estate I don't have a problem with, but this is something I still don't completely understand. I do somewhat, to the point where I'm dangerous now, but I don't understand it enough to where I want to put a massive amount of money into it. Same with NFTs. They're cool, but I really don't understand them, so I will probably invest a slight amount of money into that too, just because I want to be into that asset class. If for some reason it keeps going up, if it doesn't, it won't hurt me. Okay, so why am I diversified? Why do I do that? I kind of hinted at it earlier just because I feel like it's safer, but that doesn't seem like a good enough explanation. So let me tell you why you should diversify. Let's say you buy single family homes in one neighborhood in a city, and for some reason maybe they build a factory a mile away and the pollution blows over those houses. And now all of a sudden you've got assets that are going to go down in value. You've got probably rents aren't going to be, they could be non-existent. A lot of things can happen if you aren't diversified. So there's always a risk in whatever you invest in. I don't care what it is. There is risk in everything. If you are invested in one thing in one place, it could go to hell very quickly. That's why I like to diversify. I like to have different asset classes in different areas. Now, do I mean different states, different countries? Not necessarily. No, I'm in different states, but different parts of the city. Now, if you live in a very small city with very little population change and maybe only one source of work, I would think about maybe diversifying out of that area. Even if you feel strongly about the city, I would feel very strong about diversifying out of that area into maybe one of the larger cities nearby. Why? Because you never know what's going to happen with that one work or that one job creation center in that city. It could be gone tomorrow. You never know. Someone could buy it, move it offshore, move it to a different state, and now all of a sudden that city is going to be dead, right? So diversification is so important in that case. It can happen in big cities. Well, take COVID. Now, 2 years ago, COVID hit, and all of a sudden the big thing was, I'm going to move out of the city and I'm going to move into these Midwest states, Rust Belt states, where it's a lot less expensive. I can have a bigger piece of property and a better quality of life for my family because I can work on the computer, right? That happened. And all of a sudden, all the big cities, everybody thought the big cities were going to fail. Well, I fully believe the big cities are going to come back. But there's a huge amount of people that moved to those places and stayed. All right? So if you own stuff in New York City, now they are recovering quite nicely right now, but I don't know if they'll recover completely because a lot of people left. LA, we still have enough people coming in, it's not going to hurt us, but some of the big cities are still feeling pain from that. There's still a lot of vacancies. So, diversification between smaller places and bigger places. It's really, really important. Storage can be very diversified. Now, you can have things near Army bases and Air Force bases and things like that. You can have diversification by being inside big cities. You can be on the outskirts of big cities. You can be in a small city. There's so much diversification in that asset class. It's ridiculous. Same thing with mobile home parks. I do tend to stay away from looking at those that are in really small rural areas where things could dry up very easily. But again, diversification, guys. Look in different places. Different asset classes, different places. I like the feeling of having different things so that if something goes bad somewhere, I can still count on the other part. Now, as far as index funds go, there's built-in diversification right there. It's a basket of stocks that are invested in, and I believe they change them in and out. I'm not real big on this side as far as knowledge. You don't come to me for this side. Generally, when you're coming to me, it's for the real estate side. But over here, I do believe that being diversified in that makes me a smarter investor. Simply because, again, most of my money is in index funds, which I do understand for the most part. And we've done very well with them, and the cost to own those is very, very low. So that's one of the things I think everybody should invest their money into. If you want to diversify, I think the best diversification you can get is some single family homes and an index fund in the beginning. All right. And then you can just spread out from there. Guys, I hope you find that helpful. I hope it's interesting to find out what I'm going to be doing. And again, like I said, I will share my journey, as I always have, with you as these things unfold. And I'll let you know the good, the bad, and the ugly. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to our channel and sign up for notifications, because Allie absolutely adores that. And if you guys are interested in getting started, we have a starter pack down below that you can download for free. Basically, it's a lot of information on getting started in investing in real estate. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.